I love to eat, but overeating made it impossible to lose weight. But I found the secret to losing weight. It's Sprinkle Away, and it can work for you. Just a little sprinkle will do ya. It makes food too bitter to eat. I take Sprinkle Away everywhere so I can keep those extra pounds off. Anyone for chocolate cake? No thanks.
Start losing weight by eating.
I'm William Baker. As far as fitness, I've been in the fitness community and learning about this for about 4 or 5 years. I'm studying to get my National Academy of Sports Medicine certification so I can become a personal trainer and proper. Me and my family have never had a wonderful relationship with food. My relationship with food was when you eat until you cannot eat anymore, essentially. Fast forward then, I'm a junior. I was around 300 pounds and I actually stopped weighing myself once I saw myself go past about 280 pounds, but I'm fairly confident I was well around 300. I knew I was unhealthy, but I also didn't want to hear anybody tell me that. And I am put in a mandatory PE class. One of the first days in that class, as a nearly 300 some odd pound person, I was told to run suicides in a 95-degree gym while wearing a school uniform. I couldn't handle it. My body just was overheating and made me almost pass out. So I went from there, and in the dank dungeon basement of my high school, I started to learn how to squat, I started to learn how to deadlift, and I started to learn how to bench press. I've continued to weigh myself as I've lost weight, but that's not been my focus. Initially, when I stopped weighing myself when I was heavy, it was because I was afraid. I didn't want to look at the numbers because I knew the higher they were, the worse it was, so I just stopped looking. When I was first starting, I was just focusing on lifting as much as I could. I had a lot of learning to do when I first started, but I just kept reaching out there trying to find people who looked good, and so they probably knew it was right if they looked good. I kind of went on a very superficial learning phase. It's where I learned probably one of the most confusing lies that I ever believed. And it was a very simple, incorrect argument. I think it was V-Shred. If anybody is in fitness and they know about V-Shred, then you know that he's terrible. He's just a puppet selling products. But one of his talking points was that cardio was not an effective way of losing body fat. I remember believing that probably up until like a year and a half ago, where I really started to look harder and I was like, that doesn't make any sense at all. I've always liked science and I've always liked learning. And I never thought that fitness was interesting. I always spent time learning about nature. I thought I was going to be a biologist when I was younger too. But very quickly after starting exercise, I was like, you know what? This is really interesting stuff, because I started learning about the chambers of the heart more. I started learning about how muscle hypertrophy worked, about food too, which was a big part. And that's really when I started like into fitness culture and some literature. I choose to make fitness a big part of my life because I enjoy it. But for other people, they'll look and they'll say, I don't want to give up an hour and a half a day, 2 hours a day, 6 days, 7 days a week, so I don't want to get into fitness. Fitness and health doesn't mean it's your life. Everyone should be healthy. That can be exercising 3 times a week and then taking a walk 3 days a week. Just taking care of yourself, and if you know that a food is bad for you, you don't eat it. You look for maybe a lower calorie option. So in a fitness industry, I'd like to become somebody who can help people with those little details and those little bits to make themselves better. Helping people about these little things that I didn't know. They're very simple, but people are kind of scared of them. I don't want everybody to be a ripped god, and I don't think that's realistic. So when I work with them, I want to make those goals attainable and understandable. Everybody has a responsibility to their body. Fitness is for everyone, and taking care of your body isn't something that is only for those who are willing to be super strict and like only eat chicken and broccoli and rice and only work out all the time. It's not. Fitness is for everybody. Take care of your body and be happy.
Call 1-888-WILLPOWER and order Sprinkle Away for just $19.95. Order today and receive a